It's August. Our kids are going back to school. That means it's time to watch and play sports again. You might be wondering, is my child, son or daughter, good enough to be recruited in a sport? I've got a dad with me now who's going to kind of peel back the layers for us, rip back the curtain. What's that recruiting process like? Rick Harden is his name. Rick joins us now. Good to see you, Rick. Your son, Austin heading to the University of Florida to kick for the Gators. Man, you talk about high pressure. We'll get into all that, but let's start with, when did you realize, man, my kid can kick the ball, and we could have something here?
Okay, this is really a funny story. My family and I were all in La Paz, Bolivia, living. We've been there about 3 years. Both my sons, I have two sons, they'd always been soccer players. Never seen a football in either one of them's hands. Well, we were out on the field. This is about 5 years ago, out on the soccer field, and there were field goals at each end. And he said to me, Dad, I want to show you something. I said, all right. He said, he brought a football, and he said, can you hold this? And he said, come back here around the 55 yards. Well, I sat down and held it, and bam, he hit it, and it went straight through the uprights. And it's right then I told him, I said, I got to get you back to the States.
Wait, so he's how old now?
He's 14.
He's 14, and he hits a 55-yard field goal.
Sir. And
which is off the charts.
It is off the charts.
Just for everybody.
Well, and I know nothing about kicking. When I played football many years ago, I was a running back, so I couldn't kick a ball as far as from here across the studio.
Okay. So he's 14, and you're thinking, all right, if he can kick 55 yards then, imagine what he's going to be doing now. He's 18, he's heading to Florida. So what's the process to make sure a Florida or a Georgia or any other big-time school gets a look at your son?
Well, at this point, I knew nothing about recruiting process. Didn't even know where to start. All I knew at that point was to get him back to the U.S., get him enrolled into a U.S. school where football is a big thing.
Right.
And that's what we did. He came back and started with Marist as a freshman, and started as a kicker on the JV team. And from that moment on, I started learning things along the way. As he went into his junior year, I then started having someone was filming him kicking during game time to get out his field goals, to get out his puntings, to get out his
You've got to become his editor and put these on a highlight reel
I had
and get them out to some schools.
Yes, but we put together this complete video, and then after getting that, then went out, mass emailed his bio and these CDs to all the schools that he would be interested in, even though he kept telling me, I want to do SEC. You know, and I said, we need to put it out for all of them because you need to see where you can get into. So it started like that, and then camps were a big thing.
So he had to go to the camp so then some of the college scouts could see him
Correct.
firsthand. And we're watching him here hit a 59-yarder, by the way.
That's it right there. Yeah,
that's amazing.
That was amazing. I was hiding behind a wall thinking, I cannot believe they just put him out on a 59-yard field goal with only 9 seconds left. But he hit it, and wow.
Okay. You know? So then you do your due diligence. You get the tape out there. He goes to the camps. And then they start seeing him kick like that, and they start coming with the offers.
Correct. He got into some kicking academies, Jamie Cole's kicking academy. He was in that, and from there he started getting some recognition after this 59-yard field goal.
Sure.
And radio and stuff like that, and news media. And I had those avenues, the kicking camps that he would go to, and then his freshman year or his junior year, he ranked #1 nationally as a kicker.
Now, did they start coming for him, or did you have to do the legwork?
It was kind of both. Yeah, he would get letters constantly through the mail, and he would get. I saw him on the phone all the time. I didn't get involved in the middle of his recruiting process. I felt like it was his decision. Once the fires were lit and it started happening, I kind of backed off and just was there for him. You know, even when it came to choosing a school.
And it's interesting, I think a lot of people, it's eye-opening that you had to do some legwork.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if a kid plays quarterback, running back, the schools are going to know about him and come to them.
Correct.
With a kicker, it's a little different. And I think for a lot of folks as well, if you've got a child that may not, or son, daughter, but we use football as the example, that may not be going to the big-time school, but maybe they could play Division II or something, then it's on you again to do the legwork you did, right?
Absolutely.
Is he ready to kick in front of 80, 90, 100,000 with a national title on the line?
Absolutely.
He's ready.
He's ready. I'm
ready to watch it?
I'm ready to watch it. Yes, I am.
You're not going to hide or anything? You're ready to watch it and be the proud dad?
No, I'm going to be out there for him every step of the way. Right. And I have my second son. Now that I know the process to follow and what to do,
you got to do it again.
I got to do it again.
Great.
And I'm happy to do it.
Hey, good talking to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Tell him we said congrats. We'll hopefully be watching him kicking soon for the Gators. That's
Go
exciting.
Gators.
There you go. You're getting
yes,
going.
Sir.
All right. Thanks, Rick.